After Jesus' resurrection, Matthew tells us that he met the women on the road. He greeted them, and they fell at his feet and worshiped him. Then he told them not to be afraid and to go and tell my brothers to go to Galilee. There they will see me. He is clear. There they will see me. What was that news like for the disciples? All of them except for John had run away during his brutal torture and death on the cross. They had returned home in grief, in disbelief, maybe in anger. They had followed a man for 3 years, then it was over. Just like that. What was it like when they received this news? Go to Galilee, there you will see him. See him? How? They knew he was dead. Were they skeptical? Were they joyful? Did they walk? Did they run? What was the journey like? Did they travel in silence? Did they speak about all the things they had seen? Matthew says they went up the mountain in Galilee, and they indeed saw him and worshipped him, but some doubted. When they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted. Matthew doesn't tell us more, but I am struck by that. Maybe it isn't so strange then that even some of the disciples doubted in that moment. They were stunned to see the risen Christ, and even more stunned to be given the charge of going to the ends of the earth. But perhaps their doubt went deeper. They doubted themselves, their abilities, their capacities, their willingness. They were just ordinary men. But still, Jesus was calling them, doubt and all, calling them to serve his kingdom. For those with faith who believe, there is always more to the story, more than our fears and insecurities. Jesus says, "All authority in heaven and earth has been given to me. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations." But I struggle with this call to evangelize. I'm not a public speaker. I'm not good at sharing my faith. I don't know how to talk about it without sounding cheesy and forced. Yet the disciples were not public speakers and preachers. They were fishermen and tax collectors, but he commissioned them the same. But what do we say? How do we say it? How did Christ expect these disciples to answer the call of this mission? He has one more thing to say to them, a last assurance. "And surely, I am with you always to the very end of the age." This is how we can answer the call of this mission. This is how I can answer the call. I am not alone. It's not up to my humor, my intellect, my wisdom. It's up to me having faith that I am not alone, that Christ has promised he will be with me. We must accept the mission to bring the gospel to the world. That is his final request to his disciples, and we must trust that he is with us.